Great. So I'm just checking out if we are all live. All right. So let me just check that. And we'll get started right away. Great. It looks like we are live. And it's been 17 seconds. Okay. All right. So let's get started. So, hi everyone, this is Aniket D'Souza, and welcome to another Tuesday Talk session. In today's session, I'll be talking about five most amazing plugins that I've observed or I've evaluated that you can use for your e-commerce to boost it up by 300%, right? And that's what we're going to talk about today. And I do not want to basically take a really long time on this, so let's dive into it right away. So I've picked up these five plugins based on my own experiences. So I'm going to start off with one of my favorites. And it's been a while since I've had a chat with the team as well. So let's get onto it. So the first one that I have right now is something that I call as Live Call, and I'm going to take you through that. So let's head over to the browser. All right. Um, so the first plugin that I wanted to talk to you about is called Live Call. I hope you can see my screen. Right. So if you can see my screen, a livecall.io is basically the site. It's this one at the bottom. I'm just going to click on that so that you get an idea. Just a second, hold on. So it's livecall.io. Sorry, I just ended up reaching a wrong site. Yeah. So it's livecall.io. Now, what happens as part of this particular plugin or the plugin that you use is that um, if you have any visitor coming to your site, instead of actually typing or chatting in, they will be able to call you without even touching their phone. So what they do is this is like a button that's out there that's on the site, right? It's a plugin on your site, so it's very similar. It comes to the same place where the chat shows up, but what happens is when a customer clicks on it or when a user clicks on it, there will be a call generated to the website owner's phone number, and then parallelly there is a once the website owner picks it, then parallelly there is a call generated and it goes directly to the person who initiated the call. So and that happens on cell phone. So what the plugin does is it connects two people like a telephone exchange. Okay, and all of this is done with clicking on the button right on the desktop. So it's a very interesting feature. I think you should give it a try. And it's fun. So and let's say if you get a lot of calls and you cannot actually deal with it just with one particular person, you will be able to actually deal with I mean have multiple people on your website's backend to actually handle the workload. So it will automatically shift to different people. So you don't have to actually depend on the calls going only to one person. The switcher automatically switches. So if a user is initiating a call on the website, the call immediately goes to the person on the cell phone. Similarly, a call goes to the user on the user's cell phone, and then those two are connected. So that's what Live Call is. It's a revolutionary e-commerce plugin, and it's great when you have it's great when you have let's just say 10, 15 calls, and even better is it has the same feature that you can actually initiate a call back from the same number. So let's say if you were to call back a person, all of these numbers get saved on a database, so you can actually see it in your backend. All of them are like a contact database, and you can initiate the call right from there on the desktop, just like what happens in a call center, right? So I see great potential in this. Yes, it might be slightly pricey, but I would suggest that you can actually evaluate it. I mean, it's pricier for Indians, but you should actually try it out, give it a shot, then evaluate whether it actually is worth your while. From what I've seen it, I think it's worth my while. So that's something that I can tell you about it. So let's go over to the next plugin. So the second plugin that I wanted to kind of talk to you about is called Drift. I do not know if you are aware of Drift, but this is how the Drift dashboard looks like. Drift is a live chat plugin, and it's one of my favorite live chat plugins. And even when if it is even when it is a free version, right? So what Drift allows you is it allows you to make sure that you can connect with your consumer. You as a live chat tool, the live chat is available even on the cell phone. So it's not that you have to be in front of a desktop. You can actually download Drift mobile application, and if someone is basically connecting with you through your website, you will be able to you get a notification on your phone, and you will be able to chat with that person, right from your cell phone. So I've had a lot of people who connected with my company, and they ended up receiving a response like in 10 seconds from me, and they were like, wow, that's extremely fast, right? So is this a bot? And that's what they used to ask me, and then I used to have a conversation with them. And things go pretty well at that point of time, right? So that's a great plugin. The other things that you can do with Drift is that yes, every person who basically comes in, who is connecting, who is adding their email address and phone number, they end up basically also being able to what do you call it? The name is actually recognized from the email ID itself, so it kind of does more like a backend check and identifies who's basically the person behind it. But that's basically what it does. So it kind of gives you that kind of edge, and also it manages to hold on to a database and create a database. So that's one of the best parts about Drift as well. So I can see if I go to my settings, I will be able. So I can see conversations here, right, from different people, and it comes along with, at times it comes along with the email ID, at times it comes along with what page they viewed before they actually connected with us. So that's something that I've seen. So that's interesting. So let's look at something else. Let's look at let's say let's look at for another plugin right now. So another interesting plugin that this is plugin number 3 that I want to talk to you about is the is something like a push crew. So a push crew is a plugin where you can send offers and you can send notifications to your consumers. This is basically how it looks like. So if I go to a site right now, it shows me this small little pop-up, and then I start getting notifications on my desktop, right? So that's basically how you go about. The site is called Push Crew. So let me just log into the site to give you an idea. So Push Crew is been there for I think about 4 years now. It's after Apple allowed for push notifications to be sent through Safari, and then Chrome browser also allowed for sending push notifications to Safari. So there are a lot of tools right now. So this one is called Push Engage. There is Web Engage. There is VWO. So there are different variations. So VWO. Okay. So Push Crew is now VWO. So these are basically the plugins that you should actually try, because what it does is it allows you to send push notifications through the browser. So a person doesn't really need to be logging in to the account or to the website to actually get a notification from you or to get a message from you. They actually get the message through the browser itself. So the moment you are on the internet or you've opened your Chrome browser, you will start getting notifications from brands if the brands have actually initiated a notification. So that's basically how, and it's great for e-commerce, because I've seen Amazon doing it, I've seen Flipkart doing it, and in fact, sometimes it can get frustrating, and then the user would have to actually navigate through a large hurdle of notifications and then try to deactivate them. But if you're someone who wants to send out notifications to people, more like an email subscription, most of the time people say that emails don't really work, but this is an alternative to even email. You're not collecting their phone numbers, you're not collecting their email IDs, but you're still able to reach them through the device or through the browser itself. And that's one of the best parts that I've seen when it comes to push notifications. Okay, so let's go on to the other feature, the other plugin. This is plugin number 4, and that's what I wanted to talk to you about. This one is going to be about WhatsApp. So you can have a WhatsApp chat like that, like what you can see over here. This one says a WhatsApp share. And what it does is it puts a small tiny plugin or a tiny element very similar to the place where you usually have your live chats. Okay, and what the user can actually do is the user can actually click on that button, and then he ends up opening WhatsApp, right? So it opens up something like this, and then WhatsApp browser opens. So all the user has to do is just click on this button, and then he's able to chat with the business that's out there, or chat with your business. So that's basically what it is. This is a very sleek plugin. Yes, it's free, so you can actually take advantage of it, making sure that all these people come onto your WhatsApp channel and start connecting with you. So let's say if they did, if on the other hand, if you did have a business WhatsApp account, then you will be automatically be able to connect with the user and greet them with a greeting message. So that's an interesting piece that you can incorporate as part of your WhatsApp, as part of WhatsApp being a part of your website. So that's something that you should try. The other interesting e-commerce plugin that I have seen, and I've seen a lot of people using this particular plugin as well, especially the ones who tend to use, tend want to communicate that somebody has actually bought. This particular plugin is more like, this is the 5-star of all the plugins that I've seen. It just excites a user when he's on the site. And this one is something called Provely. So you can actually see that. I'll just log into the account, or basically log into the tool. So this is basically what it looks like. So I'm just going to open their website so you get an idea. So it kind of does, it kind of sends nudges. So there are tools over here like this. Just a second, hold on. Let's look at, yeah. So you can see that you can see this part over here which just showed up. I'm going to show you that again, right? So don't look at the top pricing. You can actually try it for free as well. So but definitely it's not only about trying. You can actually buy out this particular plugin. It's available available on CodeCanyon. So you can see on the left side that there are these pop-ups that come. So you can see it over here. There are these pop-ups that come, and it says, like, it gives a rating. It says this is more like a review rating that's out there. But you can also create pop-ups for that comes on the side, and they start saying that, okay, you started a free trial, or you bought a new program, or you bought a product, and you have these small notifications that come up just to kind of excite people, saying that, okay, there are people active on this particular on this e-commerce website, and it's interesting, it's engaging. So these are things, and a creepy part about it, or a what do you call it? You can say a black side of it, or a dark side of it, is that you can actually create fake ones. But for on the majority front, like for the masses, as a marketer, I would say that this is one of the most interesting tools, because this serves very similar to a review and a rating. So for masses, the review ratings are the ones that actually kind of control whether people buy more or buy less of a particular product. This is in the case of masses. But as a marketer, I know that even those ratings can be influenced, right? So that's what I wanted to cover today in today's talk. So I'm just going to shift over to my screen. All right. I hope you had. I hope you liked today's video, and I hope you have already subscribed to my channel. If not, please do subscribe. If you found a new plugin, or you have an interesting plugin that you want to share, then please do share that with me through the comments as well. If you liked any of the plugins and you want to kind of give it a try, you can definitely do so. Give them a try, and then evaluate for yourself whether they actually add value or not. So that's what I wanted to